whistle cuts the silence of the ghost town asleep. I walk with shadows, my boots stirring secrets that the dust keeps. Whiskey breath, old leather, echoes of cries beneath the moon. Each step a story, a lover's dance turned to a traitor's tune. Blood on the dusty boots, red as the desert sun fading. Lost souls wander rare and curse the land forever waiting. A kiss of betrayal, a scar left burning deep. Blood on the dusty boots, secrets that the shadows keep. She was a fire burning bright in a church long since forsaken. Her love was a promise till I found the vows were taken. Under the veil of night, her whispers traded for a silver light. Ghost of her touch haunts me as lonesome train whistles cry. Blood on dusty boots, painting paths I've roamed through silent deserts and forgotten graves I've combed. A heart sworn to vengeance beneath stars that weep. Blood on the dusty boots, the price the night does reap. In the eye of the dust storm, I faced the heart that deceived. Her shadow in the doorway with the truth up her sleeve. Bullets through the silence like thunder breaking through. What's done in the darkness comes alight in the morning hue. Blood on the dusty boots, now mingled with the earth so cold. A tale of love and vengeance in the winds forever told. Through the valley of the damned to the end, I'll ride. Blood on the dusty boots, my spirit won't abide. Each riff of the guitar cries the sorrows of a past that's etched into the land, where every grain of sand knows the weight of a broken man. In the shadow of the church where the wild roses die, underneath that haunted moon and the blackbirds cry, there's a whisper in the wind on the edge of night, where the ghosts dance with dust just out of sight. Whiskey bottles lay buried in the sands of regret. Each step echoes a story that time won't let us forget. Gone with the gunslinger down that cursed trail, chasing shadows in the valley where the brave men fail. The desert holds a secret like a burning scar. Gone with the gunslinger beneath a lonesome star. He rode in from the silence of a forgotten grave, with eyes like winter ashes and a heart no love could save. Betrayed by a brother over gold in the stream, now his soul's just a captive of that broken dream. By the light of a dying fire in the cold of dawn, he swore revenge on the wind before the innocence was gone. Gone with the gunslinger where the cold winds wail past the echoes of the train on that rusty rail. The desert knows its sorrow beneath the crying star. Gone with the gunslinger where the the church once burned, facing down the memory of the love he spurned. The whistle of the train is like a ghostly cry, telling him the truth that the past won't die. Gone with the gunslinger to the end of his days, through the dust storms and the heartache and the silent haze. Let the desert bury all where the old ghosts spar. Gone with the gunslinger beneath the final star. In the shadow of a ghost town, where the wind moans through the cracks, dusty bottles line the bar on a broken packs. Old lanterns flicker dimly, casting shadows, drawing sins. Here sits a man with empty eyes where my dark tale begins. Oh, the whiskey tastes like fire, with whispers of the damned. Each sip a story of lost love that lives like desert sand. The devil's brew, it calls you to drown in your regrets. A bottle full of ghostly cries and smoky silhouette. He once loved a maiden fair, with hair like golden wheat, but betrayal's knife came silently, left nothing but deceit. In the heat of silent deserts, under scorched and starless skies, he lost his heart, his soul, his love, amid the coyote cries. Oh, the whiskey burns like vengeance in a throat worn raw with grief. Each gulp a chapter of the past, each pause a brief relief. The devils drink a bitter balm for hearts that can't forget. A tumbler full of burning churches and sunsets bleeding red. His hollow face, a reckoning in broken glass, the past he can't erase. With each reflection, truth reveals beneath the whiskey's curse. The man who stares back through the shards wrought better and for worse. So here's to the devil's whiskey, to the pain that it consoles, to dusty graves and train whistles, to lost and wayward souls. Drink up, my friends, let's toast to fate, to nights that never end, where spirits walk in silence and broken hearts might mend. Silence of a ghost town's clutch, The wind whispers secrets covered in dust. The whiskey bottles clanking in my worn out sack. The echoes of betrayal, ain't no turning back. Sunset bleeding red on a cursed land. Here I tread a shadow, gun in hand. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My heart bleeds a tale, too bitter spoke. Lost love's fire in the cold night stokes, under starlit skies and the devil's jokes. Remember her laughter under the old church light, before it burned to ashes that cursed night. A train whistle moaning through the empty plains, like a ghostly reminder of our sweet love's remains. He took her from me, left nothing but her grave. Now I'm chasing shadows of the man I crave. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. Vengeance is path, my burden to evoke. Through forgotten graves and tales misspoke, every step I take, my resolve rewokes. In the silence of the desert, their faces appear, haunting my dreams, stoking my fears. A showdown looming in the dusk's embrace. His eyes meet mine, time slows its pace. Revenge and smoke, this life's cruel joke. Gunfire echoes as all ties are broke. Dust settles down on the path I chose. In a land of ghosts, a lone figure rose, with each chord strung and every note played low. Revenge and smoke in the desert's endless. Whoa. In a ghost town swallowed by the sand, the steeple bells no longer ring for the damn. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies, black and cold. Ashes of memories laced from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. loose in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left. Echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow in secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly bay. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge or love, son, what's your fight? A gun in my hand, cold as her grave. Silent decisions of the brass and the brave. Curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In the silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow I see your face. Under the moon's eternal chase, ghost that time can't replace. Under a blood-red sky, in the town of Willow's End, echoes of train whistles cut through the silence like a friend. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, secrets hidden beneath the sand. Where chapels once stood, now only shadows of the damned. In the ashes of the lost love, where my haunted heart resides, every breeze whispers betrayal under the moon's watchful eyes. Burning memories in the dust, like churches set to flame. The ghost of you still lingers, a curse I cannot name. A storm took your trace, left me with nothing but a locket and the memory of your grace. You say you chose the darkness with a heartbreaker smile, left me alone with our sins in this cursed mile. In the ashes of the lost love, where sorrow never dies, the winds scream of vengeance beneath the starless skies, haunting the silent deserts where our fates were overthrown. I wander through this ghost town forever alone. At the crossroads by the forgotten graves, I found your truth, written in the silver light of a merciless cold moon. Your betrayal, a knife's edge, sharp and oh so real. In the vast endless night, a broken heart to steal. In the ashes of the lost love, I lay my spirit bare. In the smoke and ruins of passion, I found my despair. But in this lonely shadows remain. In a town too rough for dawn's light, where the dust swallows your name, whiskey bottles lay like broken dreams beneath the old saloon's frame. The desert moon hangs a silent judge over streets that know my sin. Heard the whistle of the midnight train as the shadows danced within. Gone with the midnight train through cursed lanes under starlit pain, riding past forgotten graves where the souls of the fallen remain. Echoes of betrayal, the screech of tracks, in my heart a burning chain. All that's left is a ghost of love, gone with a midnight train. I loved her like the prairie white, wild winds in her hair so fair, but she vanished with a preacher's vow in a church left to despair. Found her note by the morning light, stained with last night's rain. Promises turned to whispers, crushed by the sound of the midnight train. Gone with the midnight train through silent deserts in my silent blame, chasing down dusty storms with my heart tied to a name. Haunting whistles taunt my revenge through the cold, through the strain. She's just a specter in the wind, gone with the midnight train. By the old tracks I stand hat low as the night whispers confess. Her laughter's a ghost in the wind, her touch a forgotten caress. The train's a beast on iron paths, with a heart fueled by my pain. Every mile screams her name, weaving through my veins. Gone with the midnight train through landscapes of my own heart's terrain, past burning churches, through storms of sand, to where all is lost, nothing gained. This outlaw's tale ends on these tracks amidst the echoes of a refrain. Love a fleeting shadow, forever gone with the midnight train. Where the wind whispers low, under moonlit shadows of scorned church spires, a man with no face and a heart turned to cinders dances with dust where his dreams caught fire. Whiskey breath and the rattle of empty bottles, footsteps echo against the walls of a cursed lane. He sways along where hope is just a memory, fiddling a tune for the damned. Spin ice cold hand. There's a tale they whisper when the night grows bold, of a lover's vow and a friend's betrayal. The serpent's tongue on a breeze so cold left him shattered, trails turned stale. Train whistles moan through the silent desert, a reminder of what used to be. He loved a girl as fierce as the dusty tempest, lost in a whirl of treachery. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where trust turns to ash with the fading light. The night air holds that bitter resolution, dancing closer to the end of the night. In the shadow of forgotten graves he stands, watching flames lick old sins in a burning church nearby. Mirage of her face, or just desert playing with a gun in his hand and a tear in his eye. Forgive or forsake, whispers through the chapel, his resolve as brittle as the dry, cracked earth. A prayer slips out as he faces his reflection. In the shattered glass sees what vengeance is worth. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, with the ghosts of the past and the shadows of sin. He lays down his gun as the fire dies quiet, accepts the dance and the serpent within. Spin, oh spin till the stars beg for mercy, till the sun bleeds red over lands God forgot. He'll waltz with his demons till his breath yields to silence in the serpent's prayer waltz. He's forever called. Out where the train whistles mourn through cracked skies, a ghost town whispers beneath the old moon's rise. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. The devil's breath stirs up the sins of the land. Whiskey bottles lie buried in sand, forgotten graves. Each step echoes a story, each shadow enslaves. The devil's desert wind, it howls with a scornful sound, carrying voices of those who ain't never been found. It's a cursed lullaby, on a vengeful flame it spins. A lost love and betrayal ride on the devil's desert winds. I met her eyes like a mirage, soothing but deceitful deep. In her kiss the taste of dust, in her promises secrets to keep. Underneath the starlit dread, where silence bathes the night, she swore forever by my side, before vanishing in the light. Now every shadow flickers with the dance of her deceit, every gust a whisper from the love I won't repeat. The devil's desert wind, it cries with a lonely sound, echoing the heartbreak where my dreams were drowned. It's a bitter serenade, through dead towns it spins, revenge and redemption ride on the devil's desert winds. In the heart of the night, voice was old and cruel, told me the devil's just a man who never could play the fool. The devil's desert wind, it sings with a ghostly sound, each note a tale of what's lost, what's forever bound. It's an outlaw's refrain, over sands of sin it spins, solace and solitude ride on the devil's desert winds. Yes, redemption and ruin ride on the devil's desert winds. In a ghost town where the wind cries through the chapel, burnt shadows cast by a candle's dim glow. Whiskey bottle laying empty in the silence, footprints vanish where the red dust storms blow. Blood on the lost love under a black cruel sky, echoes of a train whistle singing a lonesome goodbye, haunted by the memories in the moon's haunting light. Blood on the lost love vanish from sight. Crossroad pact made in the depths of night, silver locket with a picture worn in old, promises as brittle as a dried up river. In the silence all that's left is bitter cold. Blood on the lost love under a vengeful moon. Darkness holds a secret of a heart broken too soon. A trail of whispers where our dreams used to lie. Blood on the lost love, truth turned into a lie. I stood by the burning church, the flames licking my sins. Her specter in the smoke, bearing witness to my wins. Gunpowder on my sleeve, a duel with the past. In the valley of the cursed, only shadows are cast. Blood on the lost love, where the shadow of the hollow, where the cold wind moans, rests a ghost town wrapped in secrets, all dust and bones. There's a whisper amongst the timbers, neath the silver moon, of a man who traded love for pain one wicked June. Whiskey bottles filled with memories, empty as the night. Train whistles sing of sorrow, fading out of sight. Worn out boots tread through the past, a heart so scarred and frail, on a trail of vengeance for the love that turned the sky to hell. Found her Bible by the burnt church, pages charred and torn. The day the preacher lied to us, the day her vow was sworn. Redemption lost in smoky rings, our dreams went up in flames. With every shot a memory dies, calling out their names. Whiskey bottles preach the tale, the days when justice failed. Desert stars watch silently, in cold truths their veil. Echoes of a love once pure, now whispers in the world. Each footstep a reminder in this forsaken world. At the edge of cursed lands, beneath the blackened sky, face the traitors of my soul. Knew one of us would die. Through the storm of lead and rage, saw her face in every flash. The bullets wrote the final page with a thunderous clash. Now I lay beside this forgotten grave, under sky so wide and brave. Revenge was mine, but at a cost. In endless dreams, her voice is lost. The desert keeps its secrets well, in silent sands where spirits dwell. A haunted tune the night wind sings, my heart bound to its broken strings. Horizon bleeds into the night. Silent deserts hold whispers of a vengeful plight. There's a cursed trail they call the lantern path, where shadows move and good men don't last. Under the moon gold glare, the whiskey tells no lies. Dusty winds moan as another heart dies. Oh, the lanterns sway, but their lights grown dim on the path where sinners walk. The chance is slim. Ghosts of the fallen swirling in the sands. I walk with my regrets and blood on my hands. Years ago trail left me with gunpowder and a shaking hand. In a ghost town by the chapel's burning light, I lost my heart and set the world alright. Train whistle cries like the haunted souls below, forgotten graves where the broken spirits go. Yes, the lanterns sway, fading out of sight, carrying dreams of the cursed through the night. The dust settles on the stories best forgot. On the path of shadows, love matters not. Figure dressed in black, eyes like coal pits and a noose in his sack. Vengeance or peace, he asked a devil's grin. My heart knew the answer was blowing in the wind. Now the lanterns blaze as I take my stand. This path chose me in this God-forsaken land. Bitter the tale where the lost souls weep. I walk the lantern path where the dark runs deep. Under a blood-red sky where the vultures circle high, dust devils dance where the old church lies in ruin. Whiskey bottles clink in the silence of the ghost town. Every wall is a story, every shadow a warning. Echoes from the cursed land, they call my name. Through the whisper of the train, like a lost refrain. Here under the desert sun, where my sins lie bare, the wind carries my burden, a song of despair. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy night, betrayed by a kiss in the flicker of a lantern light. Her laughter now a memory, fading in the swirling dust. Her vows lie forgotten like a pistol left to rust. Echoes from the cursed land, a haunting plea. In the howl of the night wind, she speaks to me. Bound by blood-stained dreams in these silent streets, every stone tells a story, every echo repeats. By the burning church I kneel and pray for rain. Wash away her sins, cleanse my soul from pain. But the heavens stay silent, just like her grave, hidden wide in this cursed land. Even redemption has died. Ghostland, I embrace the fire. A lone outlaw's lament strung on rusty wire. Let the desert claim me, let the spirits judge my stand. In the heart of the silence of this forsaken land. Red moon's eerie light, dust swirls where the black horse had ride. Bottles clink in the ghost town silence, whispers float from the saloons past violence. Midnight strikes in the devil's deal, under starlit skies, fate's cruel wheel. Echoes of a train that never arrives, life's a shadow in these cursed dives. He walked with a bounty on his soul, loved a woman whose heart he stole. In the chapel where the vows were said, flames danced high, love was left for dead. Midnight calls in the devil's grasp, in silent deserts the lost love's gasp. Burning churches light the forsaken plains, where hope is a ghost and only sorrow remains. Staring down the barrel of his sins, he sees her face in the wind's harsh spins. The truth strikes like a viper's bite in the desert's cold under haunting moonlight. In the devil's eyes, a gunslinger's oath, the life of lies. Yet in the darkness a soul might find a shot at redemption, or leave it all behind. With each chord strummed on a lonely guitar, this tale unwinds like a wound unscarred, telling a story as old as the hills, shadowed under moonlit chills.
Shadows marry the sun in a town too dead to die. Whiskey bottles and forgotten sons under a too heavy sky. Boots kicked up, dust leaving tracks past the church with scorched black doors. Echoes ride the wind's backs of lovers who ain't lovers no more. Gone with the dusty boots, faded and worn, through storms of sand, through hearts all torn. Gone where the silent deserts weep in the ground, where the cursed secrets keep. She swore by the moon, he lived by the gun, promise whispered over rusty rails. betrayal's sharp taste under the blood-red sun. A love like theirs was doomed to fail. From the depths of passion to the heights of wrath, the wind sings tales of a grim downfall. Dusty boots followed a lonesome path to where shadows swallow all. Gone with the dusty boots, edges all frayed, into the night, all debts to be paid. Gone where the ghost towns silently sleep, in the land where the bitter roots dig deep. There in the silence after the train whistles die, he stands by the grave where sins lay, fire in his eyes, no more tears left to cry, the ghosts of yesterday, too loud to defy. Silent and bright, out where the truth meets the edge of the myth. Dusty boots tread where the earth scorns the light. Gone with a whisper like a cold fleeting kiss in the heart of the desert, out of sight.
Dust rise, touching the crimson sky. A tale unwinds in the shadows where the lost souls lie. Boots stir the cursed sands, past the old decayed pews, dancing with desert wind, cloaked in midnight hues. Dancing, oh dancing, with a whisper so thin. Each step a story of betrayal, woven deep within. The wind holds the secrets of hearts worn so thin. Dancing, forever dancing with the desert wind. Beneath the ghost town's moon, a whisper on the train's lonesome wail, echoes of a love lost, a bride's forgotten veil. A whiskey bottle glimmers, catching the fading light. Memories and regrets keeping the cold night alight. Dancing, still dancing where the old love has been. Spirits in the silence of the lands that sin. The wind knows my sorrow to the gallows pen. Dancing, eternally dancing with the desert wind. My foe at last, the shadows cast by fire, flickering with our past. Gunsmoke and redemption, the end it did begin. Silent were the stars as the wind swept in. Dancing, oh dancing with destiny's grin. Ghost of vengeance stoke the fires within. The wind carries my burden across the cursed kin. Dancing, one last dance with the desert wind. Out where the dust clouds hug the sun-fried streets, Old Sal's bar stands rust on its neon heartbeat. Whiskey bottles line the walls like silent sentries. Echoes of train whistle, ghosts in the prairies. A stranger walks, shadows cling like old debts. In the town that mercy and God seem to forget. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through, fueling the fires of a heart black and blue. Down in the valley where the cursed lands lie, you can scream at the desert but it won't reply. No mercy in the whiskey, no tears left to cry, under the watch of a vulture circling sky. Saw her reflection in a bottle, her smile a fading light, haunted the bar stool since she vanished in the night. The preacher spoke of redemption, his church lost to the flames. Only the whiskey remembers, whispers her name. Betrayal's a serpent slips silent through the sands. Her love a mirage just slipped right through my hands. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. No outlaw's tale of a love untrue. Down by the rail tracks where the night trains, where the wind carries stories of a love gone stale. No mercy in the whiskey, no wrongs to right, just the echo of heartbreak in the cold moonlight. In the mirror behind the bar, a face worn and weary, an outlaw's eyes stark, haunted, teary, confronted by the man I've come to be, haunting this ghost town, this cursed country. But the bottle's my trial and the bar's my jury. Whiskey's the judge that passes no mercy. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. A story of the fallen as old as it's true. In the dust of the desert where sins lay bare, the whiskey's my refuge, my cross to bear. No mercy in the whiskey, just a soul laid bare. A heart once hopeful, now lost in despair. In the shadow of dusk neath a blood-red sky, I rode past the chapel where the crows do cry. Ghost town whispers through streets of despair, empty bottles and dreams scattered everywhere. I'm riding through the devil's deal, haunted by the wheels, every turn and squeal. Packed with shadows in the silent sand, I ride alone, a cursed forsaken man. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, beneath these cursed stars she told her lies. In a gust of dust she left without a trace, only the echo of her steps, a vanishing embrace. I'm riding through the devil's deal, every mile a reminder of the heart she'd steal. Whiskey numbs the soul but not the pain. In every shadow, her memory remains. Crossroads, the wind speaks her name, a spectral vision in a flickering flame. Gunpowder and guilt, my constant friends. Tonight this endless road might finally end. Still riding through the devil's cruel jest, each star above a witness to my quest. In the heart of the desert I make my stand, to break this curse or die by my own hand. To break this curse or die by my own hand. Dusk, crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom, echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost towns, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering wind they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dusk's chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend.
In a ghost town where the dust storms weave, under moonlight whiskey whispers beg you to grieve. Cracked leather boots stepping over cracked clay, streets that echo tales of the runaway. Bottles clank like the chime of a haunted bell, spinning stories in this forsaken lonesome hell. Dancing with whiskey under cursed starlight, feeling every demon that haunts the night, twirling the shadows of those who've sinned, where lost souls wander and bitter winds grin. Remnants of love like smoke from the church fire, ashes floating over a spire mired in mire. She was a vision too vivid for these barren lands, but she slipped like sand through old weathered hands. Train whistles mourn like a lover's goodbye, echoing cross plains where forgotten graves lie. Dancing with whiskey, with memories too thick, each sip a story, every gulp a trick. Spin with the ghost of to be in the silence of the desert, the only place I'm free. There at the bar saw her face in the glass, haunting the mirrors, a specter of the past. Confrontation with the soul I used to be, before revenge turned love into this dusty decree. Dancing whiskey pour.